What's cooking, family and friends? The goal of today's episode is to provide a genuine glimpse into my life. I will be talking about the decision to pivot from the high energy pace of the mortgage industry to the mindful, slower rhythm of homemaking. A balance that allows me to embrace peace while still staying connected to the work I love through consulting and podcasting. My vision and aspiration for this channel is to create a wholesome, tranquil, rejuvenating, inspiring, and impactful space filled with hope, love, and joy. Of course, the ultimate goal is for the channel to be a tremendous success so that I can get paid for doing something I absolutely love. Something that comes with ease, something that I absolutely can do all day as it brings me so much fulfillment, inner peace, and reward. I remember as a young mother with my first two children, Jonathan and Giovanni, I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, a PTA mom. At that time, when their dad and I was together, two incomes were needed. I knew that I needed to help their dad financially. I didn't want all the financial weight to be on him alone, so I gladly helped. It was my duty to my children to ensure that they had a roof overhead, food to eat, clothes on their back, and a loving home. It was also my responsibility to be a helpmate to their dad. Johnny and I broke up when John and Joe were in elementary school. It was mostly my fault. I had a lot of healing and growing to do. Therefore, the desire to be a homemaker was buried even further now that most of the weight fell upon me to take care of the boys. Their dad, of course, paid child support religiously, which was a big help. However, we could not live on those funds alone, so I never thought about being a homemaker for decades. What you just witnessed was me stretching my left leg. Being in the mortgage industry required me to be seated for about 90% of the time. I am accustomed to working 12 to 16-hour days, sometimes 6 days a week, as a small business owner of a contract mortgage processing company. It was customary to work through my lunch hour, eat at my desk, go to the bathroom at the very last minute, and not get up and stretch at all. Those bad habits were detrimental to my health, physically and mentally. I was so focused on growing the business, making payroll, and being considered a beast in my field that I neglected my spiritual, mental, and physical health. For a couple of months now, I've had to take Epsom salt baths, regularly stretch, and not remain seated for an extended period of time. If I would have honored my body and listened to the gentle whispers to take a break from the computer, go to lunch, it's time to go to the bathroom, stretch your body, I would not be in the predicament I am in now. Nevertheless, I'm here temporarily by faith. My body is telling me more aggressively that I need to take care of myself. Lord, I am listening and will obey the promptings. Recently, I had a conversation with my cousin, and she reminded me of a conversation we had many years ago. Jonathan and Giovanni were teenagers. Jaden and Julian were very young. I'd mentioned to her that I wanted to have a bed and breakfast. That little seed of being a homemaker, although buried, it was germinating. I love cooking, serving, creating a relaxing and inviting atmosphere, and watching my loved ones enjoy what I've prepared. That is utterly gratifying. It's a lot of work and time, but it is absolutely worthwhile. How I wish my mom was here to root me on, to taste test the food, to tell me what's missing or what I can do better, for me to serve her. She was the one I wanted to make proud. I wanted her to see and know that her hard work as a single parent, prayers, sleepless nights, and stressful days of trying to keep me and my siblings on the right track paid off. Even though my mom is not here physically, everything that I do carries pieces of her spirit. The values she instilled, the resilience she showed, and the warmth she gave are living on through me. She loved to eat. Hence the name of the channel. Whenever she visited someone's house, she would ask the question, "What's cooking?" Another one of her sayings growing up was that she wanted her house spick and span. "Shantae, you better have that kitchen spick and span. Keisha, before I come home from work, that bathroom better be spick and span." Who knew that my desire to prepare incredible meals, create a home filled with love, peace, and relaxation, because she didn't like a lot of noise in the house, a home of refuge, nourishment, replenishment, and rejuvenation, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically, was instilled in me at an early age. I didn't even know it. Truthfully, I believe it started with my great-grandma. She was an excellent cook. We called her Mama. She would always have something to eat on the stove. I picked up being very particular about cleaning from my grandmother. Her name was Lady B. When I would visit her home as a young girl, which I loved to do, she would ask me to help her make up her bed and hang clothes on the clothesline. If it was not done right, she was gonna make me do it over until it was perfect. Not only is my mom living through me, but my great granny and granny also. The love I am developing for my plants and gardening did not, I repeat, did not stem from either one of them. My grandma did not like worms, and my mom did not like worms either. As a matter of fact, they were petrified of worms. That is where I get my fear of bugs from. I do not like creepy crawlers. I've had houseplants for a couple of years and am becoming more and more comfortable with them. I've not encountered many insects on my houseplants. However, caring for an outside garden is going to take some getting acclimated to. I am slowly familiarizing myself with caring for outside plants. I'm starting off small so that I can muster up the courage to ignore the lizards, bees, butterflies, moths, and worms. I am going to have to pray and fast about that. My dad is a gardener. His dad was a gardener. I suppose gardening is in my blood. I absolutely love the beautiful flowers, plants, and trees. I just haven't acquired the love to tend to an outside garden yet. It's only because of the critters, but I'm working on that. I was speaking to my sister the other day about creating a cozy bistro cafe that beautifully blends boho chic charm with farmhouse warmth. The combination of string lights, lush natural herbs, and soothing instrumental music which will create an inviting atmosphere, one where people can unwind, feel comforted, and truly savor the moment. I want the guests to feel that it's more than a cafe, but an experience. I want them to come and dine on the delicious food, but also for the feeling of being wrapped in peace, inspiration, and relaxation. That vision is absolutely enchanting. The goal is to craft an atmosphere that goes beyond dining. It's about creating a sanctuary where people can step away from the rush of everyday life and immerse themselves in a space that feels warm, peaceful, and deeply nourishing. I believe the fusion of boho chic and farmhouse styles will give it an inviting charm. Organic, natural, cozy, yet stylishly unique. The string lights will add the magical glow. The presence of fresh herbs will bring life and authenticity to the space. And with the soothing instrumental music filling the air, guests won't just be eating. They'll be experiencing a moment of calm and comfort that stays with them long after they leave. That's the goal. I want to curate an experience, a retreat from the noise and rush of life. I want my guests to step into a place where time slows down, where amazing food is savored, and where they leave feeling lighter, restored, and uplifted. I need to start working on the menu. I believe the menu will set the tone for the experience I'm curating. Comforting, inviting, and filled with delicious, thoughtfully crafted food. I want to balance familiar soul food flavors with unique, signature touches that reflect my personality. For appetizers, I'm considering dishes that encourage sharing and conversations. Things like warm, buttery cornbread muffins with honey drizzle, crispy fried okra with the flavorful dipping sauce, crab cakes, conch fritters, or even a charcuterie board with fresh fruit and artisan cheeses. For entrees, I want my soul food background to shine. Perhaps a comforting plate of beef stew with red potatoes and baby carrots, white rice and gravy, and sautéed cabbage, or chicken with cornbread stuffing and green beans, or honey glazed salmon, cilantro rice, and arugula and mango salad. For dessert, I was thinking along the lines of the classic sweet potato pie, peach cobbler, and a lavender-infused pound cake. Fresh herbal teas and flavored lemonades would be something I would offer as drinks. That's something that I've been thinking about. I am excited about this new season in my life. I believe this is my calling and I'm right where I am meant to be. I am embracing this season with so much love, purpose, and clarity, serving my family first, creating a space filled with warmth and nourishment, and allowing it to grow in its own time. I understand that I must patiently wait on God and have faith that it will truly come to pass. My hope is that the love, effort, and vision I'm pouring into this new chapter will be felt in every meal, every detail, and every moment shared in my space. Whether it remains intimate, which I utterly love, or eventually blossoms into a public cafe, I hope and pray that it always carry the heart and soul that I've infused into it. I ask all the viewers to help me make my dream a reality. Please subscribe, comment, like, and share so that the algorithm suggests my videos to a wider audience. Your assistance is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for stopping by and getting to know me. Until the next time, bye.